The royal city woke up early on the day of the wedding. The sun shined brightly over the tall palace towers. Golden banners fluttered gently in the warm morning wind. The streets were crowded with people from all over the kingdom. Merchants closed their shops to join the celebrations. Children climbed rooftops to watch the royal procession. Musicians played cheerful melodies in every corner. The aroma of fresh flowers filled the air. People whispered excitedly about Princess Isabella and Prince Adrian. Today would be remembered for generations. Inside the palace, servants hurried through marble corridors. They arranged golden decorations and polished chandeliers. Everything needed to be perfect for the royal wedding. In a quiet chamber, Princess Isabella stood in front of a tall mirror. Her gown glimmered under the soft sunlight. Thousands of pearls adorned the fabric. Her silver crown rested delicately on her dark hair. Attendants carefully adjusted her dress. They whispered about the grand ceremony waiting outside. Isabella looked out of the window. The city below was alive with joy. Crowds cheered and waved royal flags. It should have been the happiest day of her life. Yet a quiet uneasiness lingered in her heart, and she could not explain the feeling. It was as if the air itself carried a warning. Meanwhile, the cathedral was already filled with guests. Kings and the queens from distant lands sat proudly in the front rows. Nobles and ambassadors filled the long benches behind them. The hall smelled of fresh roses and burning candles. The sunlight through stained glass created a kaleidoscope of colors on the floor. Prince Adrian stood near the altar. He wore a uniform decorated with medals and a royal sash. His expression was calm, yet his eyes betrayed tension. The ceremony was about to begin. Slowly, the massive cathedral doors opened. Princess Isabella appeared at the entrance. The entire hall rose to their feet. Musicians began the royal wedding march. Isabella walked down the aisle gracefully. Her dress flowed behind her like a river of white silk. The sunlight highlighted every delicate pearl on her gown. Guests whispered and smiled at her beauty. Prince Adrian's eyes softened as she approached. Everything seemed perfect. The priest opened the sacred royal book. Vows were about to be exchanged. Then a sudden loud crash echoed outside. The music stopped immediately. Guests looked around in confusion. Another loud explosion shook the cathedral walls. Dust fell from the ceiling. The royal guards rushed toward the doors. Fear replaced the joy in the hall. A soldier ran inside, his armor scratched and dusty. He shouted directly to the king, "Your Majesty, the northern gate has been attacked." The cathedral went silent. Gasps filled every corner. The king stood, his face pale with shock. Prince Adrian stepped forward. "What happened?" he demanded. The soldiers struggled to speak. "Unknown soldiers have entered the city. They are heading for the palace." Before anyone could respond, the cathedral doors burst open. A dark armored soldier stormed inside. Their faces were hidden behind black helmets. Guests screamed and tried to flee. Chairs toppled and candles fell to the floor. The royal guards drew their swords. The wedding hall transformed into chaos. Prince Adrian moved in front of Princess Isabella. "Stay behind me, idiot." He said firmly. The attackers suddenly froze. One of them stepped forward. He slowly removed his helmet. The hall fell silent again. Prince Adrian could not believe his eyes. Princess Isabella's heart raced. It was Prince Victor, Adrian's older brother, believed dead years ago. Victor had disappeared during the Northern War. The kingdom had mourned his loss, but now he stood alive and leading an attack. Victor's eyes scanned the cathedral. Miss A, he finally stopped on Adrian. Did you really think the throne was yours? He asked. The king shouted angrily. You betrayed your kingdom, he roared. Victor laughed quietly. No, he replied, the kingdom betrayed me. He stepped closer to the altar. I was the rightful heir, he said, but father chose Adrian instead. Prince Adrian stepped forward. If you wanted the throne, you should have returned with honor, he said. Victor's eyes burned with anger. Honor does not win kingdoms, he said. Today I take back what is mine. His soldiers raised their weapons. Steel clashed as the royal guards defended the cathedral. Guests hid behind pillars and benches. The beautiful wedding hall became a battlefield. Adrian and Victor faced each other in the center of the hall. Their swords collided with sparks. Years of anger and betrayal fueled every strike. Victor attacked aggressively. Adrian blocked with determination. The battle continued for tense moments. Finally, Victor knocked Adrian's sword from his hand. The blade slid across the marble floor. Victor raised his sword for the final strike. Princess Isabella stepped between them. Stop, she shouted. The hall froze. Victor looked at her, surprised. If you kill him today, she said, the kingdom will never accept you as king. For a moment, doubt appeared on Victor's face. Then marching soldiers echoed from outside. The cathedral doors opened again. The king's army entered carrying royal banners. Victor realized his plan had failed. He stepped backward slowly. What, this is not over, he warned. Then he disappeared into the chaos. The cathedral became silent. Broken flowers and candles littered the floor. The royal wedding had turned into a nightmare. That night, the palace was quiet under the dark sky. Prince Adrian and Princess Isabella looked over to the city from the balcony. Their wedding had been ruined, but they knew the true battle had only begun. Prince Victor would return one day, and the kingdom would never forget the day when a royal wedding became a nightmare. If you enjoy mysterious royal stories like this one, remember to subscribe to join our royal family.